Cats, cats attack everything that's fun to attack, especially the things you like. You're only supposed to like them, you know. So that's that. Hopefully not electrical cables. Just imagine cartoon violence. It's okay. So, when I entered the game, the Norwegian online news websites today, I saw that there's been made an attack on video games. That's apparently the main reason why people do violent things. So they got the president of the US to basically support the idea that video game harms people, violent video games. The thing is that you can see through history. Like I did a lot of research on this on school back then, but you know, every form of media, either it be books, films, or anything, some people are going to be as obsessed by it in some degree. But that's a fault. That's kind of a fault in the head, you know, mental. A normal person would understand that video games are not real, and what they're doing in video games does not harm anyone. Besides, you know, the ones that actually try to harm people, like, you know, in a toxic way. But still, I don't think that video games is to blame on this. It has been. The thing is, if you go through the history of video games, the data would show opposite, because people in Japan actually made violent video games to make, well, pixelated that is back then, but video games made kids do less. They did less fighting because of video games, because they could get an outing in game instead against something that's not real life harm, you know. I think with video games, people can stimulate their anger on something non-threatening. Most of us can. Because in the end of the day, if you had a really bad working day, school day, or any kind of day, and you're angry, you can throw a toss on it, on a game instead. So at the moment, I think for the US, it's yet another way to say, like, weapon. I don't want to blame weapons. I want to blame something else. We have the right on guns. I've gone into this before, but like my teacher, when I held a presentation about video games, she really wanted me to stigmatize it, because she had a fit with it. I did go through cases like really bad cases at the time. Like there was a kid that thought his parents would respawn in real life if he downed them, like in Halo. That was one of the cases I brought up, and he was surprised when they didn't return. Again, I would say that's a mental problem. I wouldn't blame the game for that. She was angry with me when I said that video games is a hobby, and it's like any other hobby where you get too addicted to what you would like today. she didn't really like me coming forward like that. She really hated that. Didn't give me a good grade, and she said that you have no idea how many lives are ruined because of video games. And I thought to myself, because I wasn't like really firm back then, I can talk differently now than before. I was really shy, but if I had some discussion today, I would be like, yeah, there's Sodo's poker, you know, gambling. But still, we don't stop that. Like, we're supposed to be adults. Yeah. We're supposed to have adults, but we all have I'm not supposed to be in here. We're all adults, but we're supposed to... We're kind of in a way supposed to take our own stance, and you're like have control of our own lives and such. But the government does have a lot of control. Like, it's not... I don't feel like we're actually adults in that sense. Because it depends on how you look at adults. I don't think that adults... I think the idea of adults when you're a kid is that you know what to do. It's kind of the sense that you know what to do because you're independent. But I don't think most of us go fully independent as adults. So that's why we have rules. And people in society, they kind of want you to do things that one way, you know. Should wait for this guy, but I don't really know if I want to. Can just take it slow. A lot of people that expect you to be in a different way in society. But that doesn't necessarily make you happy, right? They want you to be involved in society in a specific way and yada yada yada. Well, I would say that it doesn't really work for everyone. I think people need to find solutions for themselves. As long as it doesn't hurt others. Like, everyone has some sort of agenda, I guess. Like, things that they want to be allowed, things that they want to be okay. And mine is probably, I would say, like, I want the stigma around video games to end, so I want to do everything to give video games a positive view, you know. But that's because we all have our own ideals. We will never agree to all things ever. That's just how it is.